said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his spot. He gets a block. He's got it out. There we go. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will get the first swing of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt to see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's complete. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Chester. Got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Chester. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw, it's Chester. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback...
There he goes! Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville.
He's going to run it.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Chester. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. He's loose. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just adding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Chester. The quick out. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. He's got it on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 45, on his way. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
A little screen to the running back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Chester. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got a man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
13 on the field goal.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to his gargantuan lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. To the air, it's Chester. Pressure coming. Finds a little space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Get set, get set.
Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Finds some room. Past the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and
he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. Got on the move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Under fire. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a first down. Turning it on. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
These teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrates